My nose is itchy. 27, 29. It's going up like a bullet right now, so that's awesome. I finally got. Oh, it's out of the. It's out of spot. Here, hold on. I'm gonna move it. I finally. I got it. It's here. There we go. Look at that. I got a ticker in the corner now, just like all the cool YouTubers do. What's up, Brainy? Why so slow? I think it was just a little slow getting going, but now it's bursting. Maybe everybody saw the old stream title that I accidentally left on there, and we're like, oh, I've seen that one. That's done. Hold on. While I'm doing that, we'll get a little bit of spotlight. Gaming music. Top 50. Wow, that wasn't loud at all, everybody. Here, let's turn that down. I think, yeah, I can hear that. There you go. I see it on the stream. All right, so tonight we're only going to run until, Fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic, I believe, start an SOS at, well, it's in 2 hours. So that's our maximum run time right now. We're going to get the hell out of the way for that. Frankly, they're like a wrecking ball coming through. But let me check my mic level. Oh, you guys are usually complaining my mic's not high enough. So there, I'll turn that up a bit. Put a little bump on it. That's probably a little better. Be sure to point out how NT went bitch made in person with me, but played tough guy with everyone else. Oh yeah, Team Skeptic, absolutely. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. I know that Uni there beat that to death a little bit last night. I wanted to jump on last night, enjoy some of the live activity, but with Uni running hard last night, I just said, you know what, he's got this handled. You were on there, and I think you guys did a good job of analyzing that. If the noise is too loud, let me know, everybody. It's hard. Sometimes what I hear and what you hear are a little different. The first thing we're going to go over is Nathan Thompson released a little straw experiment on his channel here just a minute ago. Let me just make sure that... I'll bump the music down a little bit. It's more of a background thing. I don't want you hearing it too much. So he released a little straw video on his channel just this afternoon, which was really fantastic. And I've also got a little clip here because team, if you're still watching, you guys got ejected. Anybody who didn't see, Unirock did a great job of covering it. Team and I think team, you guys are going to cover it tonight. I mean, there's no way you're not. Team and oh god, MC Tune. Sorry, I was looking for the name. They got kicked out of. If you can hear bang bang bang, by the way, my wife is hammering medallions upstairs out of pork meat, and I was like, oh, it's perfect, sweetheart. You started right when I started streaming. So if you can't hear that, just put up with it for a little bit. It will go away. It's not a technical difficulty. It's a hammering meat. All puns can start now. Fill them up. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, they kicked you out. And of course they scream censorism and all that kind of stuff like we talked about. And of course we went over that a little bit. Well, Robbie Davis is his name. He had a clip on the news. I found a news clip of them talking about the Flat Earth Convention and everything. And I'm still wrecked from the conference. Fair enough. And he talks about, of course, he says, we looked into it and just saw that there was problems, right? So that's why we looked further. But then he says, you shouldn't trust anybody, including us. Look into us. I mean, that is a soundbite I have. I saved the video, I'm pretty sure, just in case anything ever was to occur to it, because that's Davidson. Thank you. Because that's a soundbite, everybody. Because, I mean, here he is going, check into us, look into us. And Team Skeptic are there just, literally just kind of, going across everything and... Get the fuck out. Which, I mean, let's face it, we kind of expected him to do that, didn't we? 66 people, the mark of the beast. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a minute ago. Now it's 67, I guess. But anyways, we're talking in circles here. We can get started. Skeptic, I know you're on in 2 hours, but if you ever wanted to jump in, you always just send me a message. I'm in streamer mode, so you know how that goes. You just don't even get a notice, so I just have to keep an eye on that. What is it? We got Sparkly NJ, Beaver. I think she is in time with your background music. Props to her. Who are we talking about? I think she's in... See, things go right over my head. You got to make it explicitly clear. Even girls, if you ever wanted to get with me, I'm married. Too late. But back in the day, it had to be like a neon sign. That probably made me a really good guy, to be honest with you. There's no taking advantage here. Off topic. So... let me get this ready because this was a very, very quick. My wife got home from doing a market, and I had to toss this together rather quickly. So I am a little out of kilter right now, and I won't lie. So just bear with me a second here. Oh, I saved that one. That's right. Okay, let me just build up a new window for that. Here we go. Okay, I bookmarked it. Yeah, it's under live streams. Here we go. Starts today. Here, yeah, team, since you're here right now, I want you to see this little sound bite because then you can call him a liar. Yeah, you have to grab your kid. Yeah, it's all good, man. She's banging your meat to the beat of the meat. Oh. Can you hear it? You can hear it then, right? Let me see if it just goes up. She stopped. She's not doing it now. Of course. Okay, so let's bring this video up here because it's the Flat Earth Convention is the first part of it. Oh, there it is. There it is. I think you can see it. Okay, we're talking about nothing, and we got to keep moving here. Oh, I did a terrible job of setting this up, guys. I got to open a whole new window capture here. Flatty 1 is what I'm calling it. We're going to go into studio mode so I don't mess up you guys' view while we work on this. And make sure you tag me in the comments if you're going to leave me a message, just because obviously I see a lot of orange there. I'm going to get to those comments in a minute and we can go over them. 64? Maybe that was earlier in the day. Did I lose a sub? Oh, I lost a sub. Who are you? I'll find you. Show yourself. I've got few enough subs. I see you leave, everybody, just so you know. And it hurts me. It hurts me deep inside every time it happens, just so you know. I go up, I tell my wife, somebody left. Meanies. You know, I do this all for you. Yeah, I know. I just talk. Let me get this in the right spot. I'm just moving it around right now. Let me find the right spot for everything, and then we'll transition it in here. I'm gonna make myself smaller. I don't think you guys need to see that much pretty beaver. I mean, by all means, right? That's how I feel about it. But you know, some people are different. Can't blame people for the way they live, you know. Gosh darn it, majiggerpoo. Okay, here, I'm gonna put the chat widget on the front, and now you'll be able to see the chat, and we'll just get that there. See, I'm working on everybody setting up scenes, because like if I show you something, watch, I have be right back. So, like, watch this. Watch this. Just in case I have to go get coffee now, I have something new. And it's gonna happen right now. Yeah, having a lot of fun over here. So anyways, that was hopefully not too loud. I probably should turn that down next time. Maybe get more of a background sound. That was from the recording level. See, this is what I mean. I haven't played with any of this yet, so we're working on it. We're getting some professionalism going on here, okay? Okay, let's turn the background music off, dummy. That helps. I think I saw something. I saw a ghost! Okay, bear with me, people. I have to find the background music, because I'm so high IQ over here, it hurts my soul. There you are. Kill it. There it is. Okay. Okay, we got the high IQ out of the way. Oh, turn it up. There we go.
Been taught that there's little doubt that the Earth is round, of course. We've seen the images from space, but not everyone's really convinced.
There's a whole group of people who are not convinced. Denver 7's Nicole Brady joins us live this morning. And Nicole, a conference dedicated to people who think the Earth is flat kicks off today.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. News stations are notoriously bad for claiming live streams. So we're going to pause that for a second. I'm going to take the quietest sip of my coffee I can. Streaming warrior. You need to mute the mic next time. That's so simple. I wouldn't have known what you were doing when you were parsing your lips and showing that sign of relief. Maybe you're scratching your foot. just mute the mic next time. We won't know what you're doing. It's so simple. Oh, hey, Lost Anna. Lost Anna, are you the one that thinks that I'm like your ADHD sister? And I'm okay with that. I'm proud to be that like person to lean on for you. At Brainy Beaver, it was me. I see you there, IndyCar Sports Car Podcast. I hate your name. Trying to cut the F-bombs out of these streams, okay? But your name, and we're friends, Frank, but your name, buddy. Anthony Davies, Brainy Beaver, the beating of the meat sounds like techno. It might have been the techno you were hearing, though. Don't let your meat loaf. Your wife, her hammering was with the beat. Okay, so we're back up to that point. Okay, so keep it on.
It is happening in Denver. The Flat Earth International 2018 conference is today and tomorrow. And in case you're not familiar with this group, there are some variations in what flat earthers believe, but some common themes are the Earth is not a sphere, as you said. Other bodies out there are, though.
That's the one that really gets me. Like, it's just everybody else's blood is red, but mine must be purple.
It's not moving. We are not spinning on an axis or revolving around anything. And they don't really believe in space or anything we've observed.
Brainy Beaver can't handle more than 3 syllables in a name. Yes, that's right, recovering Albanian. Don't you forget that.
From space. Some flat earthers are biblical literalists, believing the Earth and everything we see when we look up.
Spaceman, I'm so happy. Okay, don't go here. I'm getting to that, Spaceman. We're gonna go over that. Okay, so Casual Spaceman and me were up in Nathan Thompson's, and we're going to that video right away because that's the straw thing, right? That's Casual Spaceman talking to me. So we were both up in the comments, and somebody's like, Nathan, can I send all the Globers I come across can I send them a copy of that poster or whatever, which I don't know what poster he's talking about, but I was ready. I'm like, oh, I want a poster. And already as I scrolled down, I saw Casual Spaceman like, oh, can I have one? And he's like, you have to give me your email. It's a PDF. So I was just like, at Brainy Beaver 1. Woo. It's awesome. I don't know. Maybe I did get it. Hold on. Let's find out. I gotta check my email. Oh, that's not good. Don't do that. Yeah, I gotta check my email real quick. Let's see if we got it, everybody. You're gonna make me sign in. No, I can't check it right now. I don't know my password, and I'd have to pull the book out. I don't feel like doing it. So,
up in the sky exists in sort of a dome. That's the belief of organizer Robbie Davidson.
Don't worry, I'll be looking.
He does not believe that
Slender Man. Oh my God. I was going to make a poster. I couldn't get enough Robbie Davidson footage in time, so that's why we went with Nathan Thompson, but I was going to make a thumbnail that had Slender Man on there.
There is a vast government conspiracy to hide the truth from us, but he does believe that mainstream science deliberately hide.
Don't get a soft strike like Terry. Well, what's a soft strike in the end? That's where they just kind of boot you off, isn't it? Is it kind of stops the stream, doesn't it? Yeah, but you guys were watching straight. Okay, listen. I tuned in to Terry's stream, and you guys were literally watching TV shows live, which is not really the same thing. But maybe I'm wrong. IndyCar Sports Car Podcast. It's so stupid people know what the podcast is about. As soon as the YouTube Red subscription runs out, I'm switching it to Way Off Topic Radio account. I just don't like the length of the name. Like Albanian said there, too many syllables.
A creator or God, and he says it's become taboo to question science.
So we don't know anything about the world around us, but we can say definitively that there is a God and that they are hiding it. That is insane in its own right.
They become authority figures that are so high, you can't even question them. And I think it's dangerous for anybody to be at a point where they can't be questioned or critiqued.
Can't be questioned? The entire scientific process is telling the other scientists they're fucking wrong. Oh, it's absolutely the world they live in but this is where the sound bites come in. Hold on. Don't worry. Check into us too.
Or looked into. I mean, including us. Look into us and see what we are.
Look into us? I know 2 guys specifically that were there just the other day who got their asses removed from looking into you. That's what I know. I know that that's what happened. Team Skeptic, if he's still in the comments, can probably protest his innocence to making... Well, I watched it. He didn't make a fuss. That cop was like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm dealing with real people. He's like, you know how many flat earth fights I've broken up today? He's probably thinking on the way over there. He's got Fokker. And the other thing, I wanted to get... I don't know where that video is. If anybody has a link to the video with Fokker trying to fight M. Stone... That is hilarious. First of all, M. Stone is an American citizen, I imagine, and Fokker is not an American citizen. So He could dig a ditch with his chin. Oh my God, that's funny. So the thing is, immediately I thought, like, that's right, Fokker. Let's get in a fight in America, because you don't ever want to go back again, is what you're saying. Like, he's ready to take, you want to go outside? Let's go outside. Let's do this. Like, you know what? And of all the people that would have fought, you know, you got Team Skeptic there, and I agree, saying that Thompson was being a bitch. That's for sure. But, you know, I agree that they weren't going to fight. But of all the people that would have fought, I bet your Fokker was probably, because he's a little bit, and maybe I'm reading the guy wrong, but he seems like he's a little crazy. And I did have an email conversation with somebody who apparently lives near him, who has met him on multiple occasions and said he's kind of scary a little bit, to the point where his fiance had told him not to fuck around with the guy with Fokker anymore, like, you know, or even to say much to him, just to kind of like let him be crazy on his own. So that's the thing about Fokker, is that, but that could be bullshit. I've never met the guy, right? So, oh my God, are my kids playing with golf balls upstairs? What's happening?
So the conference schedule does include several speakers, including a PhD who...
video, please. Okay, I can do the video, but I'm going to tell you all a secret. I'm going to tell you all a secret right now, is that you can make that sound happen yourselves now. Okay, there's a way for you to do it. And if it works, watch. We're going to test this, everybody, together, as a team, as a family, okay? I say it every time, but what are 110 of you guys doing in here? I don't get it. I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's make sure I'm not blasting you guys with my information as usual. And good. We're not. All right, we're going to do it. I think my kids are literally just running back and forth, like just like straight back and forth, like, and like, it's not like I'm going to go up there and get like, what's going on up here? But at the same time, I'm pretty sure my wife knows I'm streaming. Alert box. Here we go. This is what you're going to get here. We're going to test it. Test a subscriber. You get zombie beaver now. See? Zombie beaver. We fixed this. Now, at any point, if people either subscribe, you can donate, or we can see... Oh. What just happened? I think I actually covered one up there. $2 from End Flat Earth. Oh my God, I covered you up. I'm so sorry. I pressed my button at the same time as you pressed yours. So hey, thank you very much. I see it going by there. Let me get to the right window here. I've got windows. Oh my God, the windows, everybody. Got this thing right in my front of my face. It's just a sexy place to be, you know? See, this is what I mean by, I'm going to have scenes set up so this isn't so ragtag in the future. I want to be able to just shift us over to another scene and do it that way. But let me get back into the comments section here so I can see who that was. Where were you? Where's that? Is that a super chat, or did somebody join? I saw something. Maybe I pressed the button twice. Well, either way, if somebody donated, thank you very much. Point yourself out if you did and I missed you. Because I don't... There it is. There! It finally came up in the chat stream. The only reason FE is still kicking is for money. End Flat Earth, $2. Thank you very much for the donation, and I agree completely. Let's face it, the big ones left are the, you know, you've got the Jarens and the... It was funny, I was watching Owen Benjamin, and that was a little crazy. Oh my God, I keep having to move my 124. You guys must have nothing to watch. We're going to put up a better window here. So let me just find the right window again. Yeah, no, we can do this. We got this. We got this. We got this, everybody. And we're going to close that one. Open up this one. Here we go. Oh, by the way, there's also some live action happening on the Globe Live Euro Tour right now, which would be interesting to check out. So that's something that if we don't have anything else to look at. But let's get to the last straw here, because Casual Spaceman and I were banging on this one earlier today, and I'm glad he found it too, because it's a fun one, okay? So let's just switch. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. We're going to switch this over. And this is where, like, I'm hoping to set up for another, like, kind of like Unirock a little bit, where I can, like, have you, you know, it can be some nice music right now while I just set something up for a second, and it'll be a little bit more fluid. We're going to make that happen. So the dream is coming alive here. But for now, we're going to do this the ghetto way, and it's that I'm going to open a window here, and we're going to do another window capture. Flatty 2, I'm going to call this one. This one's going to be Flatty 2, everybody. The last straw demo. Oh, yeah, here we go. You have no idea. Again, make sure if you say anything to me, you put @BrainyBeaver. I got a nice big orange glowing thing so I can see it, and it makes it a lot easier for me. So let's just, oh, this is going to be good, guys. You have no idea. All right, transition. Here we go. Okay, so this is the last straw demo, Flat Earth Conference 2019. Wait, there's my hand.
Well, let me just explain it to you, man. Here's the thing. I've got 2 miles of pipe, 4-inch PVC clear, so that you can see what's being poured into it. You can measure it. You can
so this is just a demo of the 2-mile
This is a scaled
The comments are actually fun.
down version of the last straw.
All right.
Okay? We're putting water to the test.
20 minutes of baby dryer sigh F that shit. Wait, what does it say? Dude, you underrate yourself. You just rescued me from the last 20 minutes of baby driver sigh. Fuck that shit. Is it not that good? I don't know. Isn't that the guy who listens to earphones while he drives? Baby drive. I don't know.
We're going to see what water does when we put it into a 1 mile long clear PVC.
Now, wait till I get to the comments, because the second he said that, I'm like, I have doubts you can keep 1 mile of clear tubing level.
Perfectly level. Hopefully, we'll have a spot with an elevation that doesn't have a lot of change, because
When you say perfectly level, you mean perfectly straight, perfectly flat, not curving.
But you can't even, okay, so hold on. That thing could be 20 miles long, and like, how would you even, because like, what would you do? Are they going to put a level on it? Because it's just going to, if it was long enough, it would curve. And they'd be like, look, it's level the whole way along. With their 10-foot level or their 5-foot level. What are they going to use, a 3-footer? It's insane. Oh my goodness, that's great. Okay, I'm back in the chat here for 1 second. Let me see what I'm missing here. Don't worry about it. Can't hear anything myself. Oh, the banging around. Okay. 3 sheep, a camel, and my ex-wife. Super chat. Nice. Let's see. We got James Collins. Says hi. Hey, buddy. How's it going? We got Blue Blowfield. Blowfield? I got to find a way to blow that up. It's a little far away from me from here. @BrainyBeaver, dude, you underrate yourself. Nope, read that. Digital Demonic Davros, Brainy Beaver, I want an FE con in my town to burn it down. Oh, I wish I had an effort. I'd go to a Flat Earth conference. One guy, that's in the comments. We'll get there. James Collins, 2 miles of pipe is the name of his porno. That is a good name of porno. 2 miles of pipe. There's a 2 girls 1 cup joke in my next video, which maybe we'll tease you with a little piece of that, because right now YouTube is taking its sweet ass time. Like, let me hit refresh here and see what happened. Okay, so starting at 8 this morning, I put it for review yesterday, and starting at 8 this morning, I started getting views showing on an unlisted video, which is how you can see how many people have reviewed it. And I quickly 1 and then 3, and then I quickly went to 13 and then 18 and then 20, and then it stalled at 20 like 6 hours ago. And it's like they passed the buck around enough times. They're like, we'll look at him tomorrow again, because it just stopped getting looked at, and it's still sitting waiting for a review, which is ridiculous, because I don't really know what in there could cause them to have a problem other than, is tasing somebody violence? I mean, it is violence, but I don't know if that's violence. I mean, anyways, it's First Amendment auditors, and somebody gets tased somewhere in the video. It's not the main suspect it's not the main focus of the video, but there is a taser in that video, so you'll enjoy that. Don't worry. Anyways, this experiment is ridiculous. This is the fact that they can't understand why that wouldn't work anyways, and they think they explain it here, and they do a pretty bad job.
At all PVC pipe.
That's correct. Measurable by a laser beam, 2 laser beams shooting from both directions under each pipe, so that we don't have any diversion or changing of the beam. So measurable to the pipe. The second pipe, the one behind the front control pipe, is going to be scaled to 8 inches per mile squared. 8 inches per mile squared. So we're going to have an arched pipe, a mock-up, a cross-section of the Earth, mind you, set up on stands.
So that if water is forming its level along a curve, it's going to curve to the curved pipe and not to the leveled one.
According to...
So hold on, Lizzie Beth is saying right here, at Brainy Beaver, did you see Unirock expose Nathan Oakley hiding he knows the Earth is a globe during a live stream? Was that just recently, the other day or something? Because I haven't been watching Unirock as long as some people, but I've been watching him a lot lately. Hey, they let me change my name. You're allowed to change your name. You just only allowed to do it like once every 90 days or something like that. Or maybe that's so they can chase you. I'm not sure. But no, I did not know that. So if that's a new piece of information, that would be interesting. It'd be interesting to know. Again, links by all means. I think I've got link setting turned off, mind you. But I suppose I could turn that off one of these days since it's not really been an issue, although I guess it has been an issue because it's turned off. So there we are. But either way, yeah, hey, listen, if you know where that is, what's she saying here? His last stream. Oh, okay, so then, yeah, I missed that part of it. I definitely was watching. Are you talking about last night, though? Because if that was his last stream, that was epic. I mean, I was in and out for hours. He was streaming, what, like 6 hours straight? It was crazy. What do we got here? We got... Catterth did the expose. Is Catterth the channel? Click the like button. Yeah, everybody, come on. There's 125 people in here. Everybody, go hit that like button right now if you can. Do me a favor. Just go over and smash that thing. I'm going to use that YouTuber term. Come on, smash the like button. Jam subscribe, you know. Plug. I don't know. I'll just use different terms the whole way. Did you guys see Family Guy? They did that. Hi, I'm Corey from Corey's World. they were making fun of YouTubers. It was awesome. Anyways,
what we've been taught in schools for centuries, the theory of gravity would dictate that yes, the water would conform to that curve because
I don't know, a mankini, you know, a mankini could be like a 20,000 sub kind of thing. Is that when Team did it? I think Team did it at 20,000. That seems like a legitimate point to put a mankini on. I'm a big guy. I don't know. That's a lot of mankini. Are you sure? That's a scary thought, boy. I think I'd lose subs. What do you think?
The spheroidal mass we call Earth spinning in supposed outer space would dictate that that water adhere to the curve.
Goes down towards center.
Well, at least they can admit how gravity works. They apparently know how it works.
It's going to go down.
Of course.
Because the force of gravity as we know it, all mass is attracted to all other mass.
Yeah.
And of course, on the Earth, everything is attracted to the center, the very center. So all of the water should be...
Well, that's not true. It's attracted to all the other mass in all other directions, but because of the way gravity works and because of the way, you know, there's no gravity, you know, we are the source. Like, the Earth is the source. It has to be a sphere. It's just because, like, I think we did this in the one video, like, if you know, because like if you're standing on the top, you're actually getting pulled in multiple directions because there's mass kind of like on each direction. And they always say, well, so are you being pulled to the left and the right? And it's like, well, yes, actually. But the thing is, because you're being pulled to the left and the right equally, it doesn't make... So the only thing left after you get equal, once you get like, you know, an equalizing force pulling you, you know, to the right and the left a little bit like this, you only are really left with one motion. It's down, because those ones are gonna zero each other. And so you're just left with this one direction. So, I mean, yes and no to what he said.
Be attracted equally.
And it should be convex in nature. The surface of water should be convex. So this is a test.
Apparently, if I open my Discord, it just totally covers up that window.
To see if over a mile, we're using clear PVC pipes and lasers, if water is convex or perfectly level. And based on this demonstration, Chip, looks pretty level and...
That's a word, right? He added a whole ship to the end of that didn't need to be there. No. Demonstration. It's just demonstration. That's not a demonstration ship. It's not a... Somebody's gonna... By the way, up your nose if it's one of those words that has multiple things, because I got into a pissing match with my friend when he said, this might blow your guys' minds, by the way. Because I got into a pissing match with my friend over irregardless. And I said it's not irregardless. It's regardless, because irregardless would be like negative. Like it'd be like it's just not right. I'm like, it's regardless. And he's like, no, it's irregardless. And I'm like, it's just not. And we got to the point where we finally looked it up, and guess what? It's it's both right. So that's garbage. Because how is that both right? They're not even the same word. And I would argue they mean different things. Okay, here, I'm going to ask you, okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you think irregardless should be a word. Like if you think irregardless should exist, or put a 2 if you think it should just be regardless. Because I feel like one of them, that would be like me saying, I'm terrible at making examples, but what's an example of that? It'd be like, I don't know. I'm just whatever. But do that. I'm curious, because I personally think irregardless is 0. Don't care. Dora Niku, or Dora, I don't know how to pronounce the NKU, but Dora, that's an awesome answer. 0. She's like, whatever. You know what? I take a 0 too. You're right. That's a good point. I stopped caring after that. Don't worry. It's not like I went on to my dreams and went, irregardless. But sometimes when I'm at his house, I say irregardless, because... So you people, hold on. If you guys are all using 1s, have you used the word irregardless? Because, like, irregardless of that, I still think it shouldn't exist. So you can get some bacon, $5 New Zealand. Thank you very much. I do love bacon. And, oh, there it is. See? Oh, you got a different one. That's right. I put 3 of them in there. You get the Canadian beaver. You know, in Canada, strip clubs, they take off their bottoms, too. I didn't actually know that was a thing that... my wife informed. Well, what was it? It was oh, I got another something. What just happened there? Bella charge. Jeez, Bella, thank you very much. 5 New Zealand. I think you're. Oh, there's. Oh no, that was yours. Okay, I don't know who I read that was from. I'm scattered all over the place. But oh, what was I about to tell you? It's gone. Oh no! Somebody tell me in the live chat what I'd started to say. The poll is irregardless of your disregard for the reason to be regarded as not a word. That's awesome. If anybody remembers what I was about to talk about, please tell me. And then I'll finish that comment, and then we can move on with our lives. And Lost Anna knows why I'm like this. Apparently her sister is very similar to me, and she says that I'm like home. So I really appreciated that comment, Lost Anna. That was nice of you.
And not convex.
Strip clubs. Thank you. See, how does a guy forget a comment stream like that? Okay, so my wife is the one who informed me that apparently they don't take their bottoms off in American strip clubs. And I was like, so why am I there then? I don't understand why I went. like if I was in America going to a strip club, I just don't understand why what's the point? I mean, you can see breasts on television. There's no point in me paying extra for a beer at a place where there's just girls walking around. Doesn't matter. The stream's gotten off topic again.
What happened when we poured the water in, and we can perform this, we can repeat it. Mm-hmm. It's observable, measurable, and repeatable.
Real science.
I can even move it.
Wow, that's brilliant. So you can...
Actually, that's funny you say that, Zanju. I think I pronounced that right. Again, just hit me with something. If I one day get joined, I will actually get like beaver sticks for you people to hit me with. They'll be like nice whittled logs as emotes. But he said, as a curious note, here in Chile, beavers are considered an infestation, especially in the south. Well, actually, here in Canada, they're actually also kind of considered an infestation. And that's simply for the fact that beavers are the #1 most destructive animal on the planet other than like man. They'll dam up they will go to a culvert and they'll be like, this is great. They already built a road here. They just put a tiny little hole here. This thing's leaking like a sieve. We'll just pack that thing in. And they just fill it up. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, the water backs up and it floods a town, or the road gets taken away. And what button, Brainy Beaver? AT2. I'm not sure how you lucked out on that one, buddy. But good job anyways. Either way, it's still fantastic. But yeah, no, beavers, they're terrible. So actually, if you have a trap line, which the average Canadian does not have a trap line. I live in a town that's got paved roads. But if you were somebody who has a trap line out in the bushes, you actually have a minimum quota of beaver to take out of that area. And the idea is that just to keep the populations down, because otherwise they start like damming things up, and they can cause massive dammings. Like they can cause like biblical level flooding in areas if they dam the right. Because what'll happen is one beaver will dam this spot, and another beaver will dam that spot, and they're all kind of not associated until the wrong beaver dams the wrong goddamn spot, and then they all become like all of a sudden the water has nowhere to go now. And so you can have like entire towns just like left floating basically because of a few beavers and their ingenuity. And I've seen beaver dams that are literally 2 stories tall, like holding back water that you wouldn't believe. And it's crazy. It's like, that must be generational. They're massive. Anyways.
You could do this test anywhere.
As long as the elevation for a mile is something that I can work with. The stands will be adjustable, but the flattest, longest surface, elevation-wise,
beautiful, that
I can find. Because if the elevation...
How could you even... I mean, even a salt flat is not going to be like, you'd have to have like a support every couple feet. That there's no way PVC, even that little short distance he has right here, there's no way that the PVC is not going to sag between these 2 points. I'm going to hang in my throat here. Excuse me. So that's just outrageous.
Isn't the same. It may be flat, but it may be downhill.
And so how do people see this? Do you have a channel, or should they just look at my channel and we'll put it on my channel?
My wife was kind enough to set up my very first YouTube channel.
Nathan's like, no, don't have a channel. I want it on mine.
Oh, cool. Before we left for this conference.
Cool.
So
I didn't mean to yell at you all.
Going to start.
I love you. I'm sorry.
Well, anything Chip does here with the last straw, look for it on my channel.
Look for it on my channel. I'll take all of it. Don't worry.
I'll bring it to you live if I can. And thank you so much, Chip. Chip's out in Arkansas. If you want to get in touch with Chip in Arkansas, email me, flatearthflyers@gmail.com. I love you guys. Add your friends to the official Flat.
Well, yeah, even steel piping sags over a long enough distance. Well, not to mention you have heat, cold, you have all kinds of factors involved. And like, I mean, it's as simple as like the salt flats can bulge a little bit in spots. So then how do you guarantee at all that it's just, this is where we're going to get to the comments here a little bit.
Flat Earth and globe discussion. Great demo. This is beautiful.
Right on.
Yep, I'm going to load it right now.
Everyone.
Of course. Yep.
Oh, that's JP. Oh, I love JP. He's so funny. What does that say? Think Epstein didn't kill himself? Here's why you're definitely wrong. I'm gonna have to watch that later now. That's awesome. If you have never seen JP Spears or whatever, or it's JP Spears, I believe. If you've never seen him, you guys get missing out. You got to check him out. So the comments here are what's fun. Awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing the results. The next one. I have zero confidence that this guy will ever put together a mile of PVC pipe that's that perfectly level. And I gave that one a thumb up too. I love it, brother. Did you answer my question, Nathan? That's the guy that wants to send me and Casual Spaceman a poster. So glad I'm not wearing headphones. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Can Thompson verify? I'll get like a compressor. Don't worry. I'm too loud of a person not to have some sort of volume control on here. Can Thompson verify if the laser's broken or not? Vlad needs expert advice on it. That laser, something's wrong with that laser. Super Ghostic, Brady Beaver. The only thing that doesn't sag over distance are flurfers. I don't know. A lot of those flurfers weren't wearing breasts, so they probably kept sagging over the distances they've gone. Or breast. Wow, that was a moment, wasn't it? Bra, but you get the idea. You got the idea. My brain was obviously thinking about only the one aspect of that sentence, and it just went straight to it like it was just like, you know what? We know what we want to talk about. What do we got here? We got, and watch it fails. We already know the outcome is flat Earth. What are the replies on this one? His laser won't stay just a ray of light indefinitely. Lasers diverge like a cone. At least you got some intelligence going on in here. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Come on. There it is. Right here. Nathan, is it okay if I send your Flat Earth flyer to Mr. Sensible or any other YouTuber out there? Okay, there's Casual Spaceman. Send it to me. Hey, I need your address. And then it's a PDF file. And then I'd like one too at brainybeaver1@gmail.com. So I gave it to him. I'll have to check and see if I got my flyer later. Maybe they get their information from strippers. Oh, you never know, you know? Okay, so we've got a few other things to look at here, but let's see if there's... Oh, yeah. I like this one. Here's your comment again, Spaceman. A length of pipe is not a globe. Plus, the pipe is sitting on the thing we call Earth, which is the very large mass, and therefore creating a force we call gravity, Nathan. By the way, intimidating any more elderly men recently? And then you've got Danielle Fitch. Can you replicate gravity, keeping water on a round spinning ball and at 1,000 miles per hour? I'll wait. I love that argument because, of course, it's a non-argument. Nobody, and I mean nobody can replicate that while on the Earth's surface because Earth has a mass, blah, 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 blah. Now show me a photo of a giant ice wall. Show me a photo of flat Earth in its entirety. I'll wait. And then he goes into the how many rads of a turn it has here. One more thing. The hour hand on a clock has to rotate around the clock twice in 24 hours. The Earth only has to rotate once in 24 hours. Does your hour hand seem fast to you? I jumped into the mix and I said, can you replicate the gravity of a planet without making another planet? No, don't be so stupid. The question is an attempt at some sort of win by you, but in reality, it's a clear sign of your inability to visualize the actual scale of what we're talking about. This is why you are a flat earther. And let's face it, this is why they're flat earther, everybody. So, but now that we're just reading comments, we'll get to something fun again here. We've got more Rob Skiba here too. Actually, where is it? Oh, this is Rob Skiba. I got the wrong. Oh, I was thinking Robbie Grant for a second, but if you look, we get a little bit of Shelley here. Shelley comes in. There's no intrigue here, but it's interesting.
Wow. I went to go further with her. Really? Yeah.
Shelley! Oh my goodness, it's Shelley, everybody.
And I got pulled down here, so I only saw the beginning. Doesn't she look beautiful? She's always.
She looks like she's light a few $1,000s though.
She's going. It's her diet. It's her diet.
Did you get my link? I think I look. Oh look, hold on. Maybe I never got that far. That's right. It keeps on like when I cover up that window, it does that. That's stupid. Let's see. Bella change. Okay, you're sending me. Oh, that's the link there. Okay, I see. Nathan Oakley Cat Earth. Nathan Oakley is lying to you. I haven't seen this yet. Is it long? Oh, it's a little long.
Yeah. Hey guys.
That was loud. I'm getting multiple DMs here, everybody. Just bear with me a second. Hey, views. So AT2 has told me I will love the JP Epstein video, so that's good news. 13 minutes in. Well, you know what? Let's bring up some Nathan Thompson. Why not? We're going to bring up Unirock presents Nathan Thompson. About 13 minutes in, apparently. I'm going to have to toss a link for him in the description here as a little thank you for absorbing his content here.
Things we need to hear what Nathan says, because Sleepy's just talking a bunch of word salad, trying to dodge the actual point. The point being that Cat Earth recorded your guys' screen with Oakley telling you, Sleepy, to shut up because if you kept talking, you were going to prove the globe. This is not what happens in a debate. This is not what happens when you're trying to get to the truth on something. This is what happens when you're lying, when you're not giving all the evidence. This is what happens when you're playing games. You try to have sneaky conversations in the background and say, oh my God, they're right. It proves the globe. Stop talking about it.
I don't want to just like play his stream, so I'm going to try to find exactly where he... Oh, here he's covering it. Right there.
This is what happens when you're lying, when you're not giving all the evidence. This is what happens when you're playing games. You try to have sneaky conversations in the background. They were always deflecting it.
But the ball perfectly, but...
Oh, there we go.
Now do you see why I have to skip sleep?
But the ball perfectly, but by what was
Well, that's
said
it,
and
basically.
why it was done.
Now, let's actually hear Oakley speak, because we don't give a shit, Sleepy. We already know you pee in bottles and poison your dog with your pee. We don't care about what you're saying right here. We want to...
He wasn't... If you haven't seen it, go back and you have to... And I'm pretty slow at getting to the information, so you have to scroll through if you really want it in a fast, expeditious way. But that's a word, too. Don't worry. If you go back and see my stream on Doggy Doses, you can see that I kind of break down, and I had I can't remember his name now. If you're out there, shout yourself out, guys. I had a veterinarian in the comments afterwards tell me that I was definitely on track with as far as my understanding of the drugs. It was probably prednisone, and it's a pill form, right? So we got just get my phone turned down here. I'm getting messages. Anyways, so basically he was peeing. And not only that, I mean, if you go watch it, we pretty much, there's a lot of relief in those eyes. You can almost see the yellow before he does his thing. So I'm convinced. I'm team he peed. I was on the edge for a bit. I won't lie. But I got back on board. I joined team he peed. Now I have a message from Rider of Dinosaur, and if you're out there, sir, watching, I do mean to get back to you. I didn't ignore you. I saw your message, but I have an explicit request to get on to Team JM for DFOTY, and I'm not sure. I don't know if I can do that yet. I haven't fully gotten to that point. And, I've wished, I've washed, and part of me says that he deserves it, but part of me really wants the guy who didn't think he'd get caught peeing on stream to win it, because that is ultimately really a big mess up, if you think about it. Because JM didn't pee in front of his camera and then expect us not to see it. That's the thing. We got to remember that, people. Okay? So I haven't said no yet, Rider of Dinosaur, but I haven't said yes yet. I gotta really look deep inside myself one of these days and do some soul searching and find out where I really want to lie on this decision. Did the vet have to study math to get a job? Probably. There's probably negatives in that math too. Brady Beaver, essentially, he refers to Kat's video, and in his live stream, Oakley confirms he actually did it for the first time. That said, "Oh no, I'm gonna play this right here. I'm just trying not to. Yeah, we're having fun, aren't we? I mean, I'm talking about it, so that's the thing." I was on the edge, so was Riley. He was on the edge, all right.
Quit feeding your dog pee and he'll get better.
Dodgy on their side, not on our side.
Well, you've summarised it perfectly, but, my shorthand comment to you, perfect globe proof, is shorthand for they will claim this is a globe proof.
No, that's not what you said. That was not a shorthand comment for that, no. And I can prove it. So now you're admitting, Oakley, that you actually sent him that message? So you're admitting that you and Huey and Sleepy and Arwen and all you guys sit there and DM each other while doing the debate, because everybody can't figure out how people get muted. We can't figure out why Huey doesn't chirp in and say, hey, why does that Glober keep cutting out while we're hearing him? We can't figure out why other people aren't trying to get in the conversation. We can't figure out how you...
I mean, I always assumed they were just like, you muted me. I didn't mute you. What are you talking about, mute you? Like, it was always such a bullshit game anyways. I mean, if you couldn't see through it, I mean, Oakley thinks that we couldn't see through him, but he was made of crystal.
You guys coordinate your bad behavior so perfectly, and everybody assumes that you guys DM each other and tell each other what you should and shouldn't do in order to be able to shut down anyone that brings in Globe Proof. But now that you're admitting that this happened, it explains so many things on your show.
As opposed to me saying it's a globe proof, because it's me in a private conversation. Anthony's got his screen share.
We know your private conversation that you have with these guys every time you do your debate. The truth has finally come out, and you finally admitted to it, Oakley. You said these things. You admitted that it was a globe in the DMs because you thought no one could see it but Sleepy.
In the bottom left-hand corner. So, in other words, Anthony's now on screen...
Did he show that and I missed that part? Because maybe he actually showed that part of the... What are we at? We're at 1641, so I can remember to come back here. All right, let's see what this actually says here. It says, Nathan Oakley, stop. Don't talk about the effing light from the lighthouse. It's a trap. I understand the trap now. Big trap. The lighthouse this is Nathan Oakley, and the light Go on, says, I guess that's Sleeping Warrior. The lighthouse projection is 21 miles from the lighthouse, so it's 10 miles away, not 31. So it proves the bulge. The light is focused 21 miles out to sea. Ah, I see. So it's the question of, does the light come to the eye, or does the eye see the light? No, the light it produces is 10 miles from you at a height of 220 feet. Perfect globe proof. It focuses at a point that is out at sea, so that's where the trap is and why they, including Kat, want to talk about the light. Kat is one of them. That's pretty damning. I mean, he's literally telling him it proves the bulge. You can't use that because it proves against us. That's not great for them.
On screen, if he was screen sharing, he'd have his image up, but for the audience, like now, I've got it on my screen. So.
See, I've assumed a few things about Nathan Oakley's show since I started seeing it. I never used to watch it a long time ago. So I never really, I was exposed to a lot of new things. And I think what everyone else thinks when they go to the show, that these guys are claiming to have a real debate with people. Then you find out really quick that they mute and that they kick people and that they won't accept any evidence from the globe. And they go miles to try and deflect and prove the flat earth in their own crazy echo chamber weird way every day, right? Using semantics and using bad arguments, the already debunked arguments. But if they protect their echo chamber, they feel like they've got a lock over their viewership. Anyway.
So you can see my rolling images from Ranty
Nope. Here, this is
Flat
what I want.
Earth. Shout out to Ranty Flat Earth.
Yes, thank you, Ranty, because you keep giving Nathan images that prove the globe Earth to put up in front of a flat Earth debate. It's excellent, Ranty. Thank you. Shout out.
That's awesome. That's actually really awesome. So I definitely missed that stream. So if you haven't seen that, everybody, that is Unirock, and you're gonna have to go check that out on Unirock stream because I think that he did a good job of obviously breaking that down. And I don't think it's fair that we steal the whole thing from him, but to take a look at and poke at it, that's one thing, right? I do have a bunch of other things on here. Let's oh god, that's Hans. We'll get to him. That by the way, everybody, apparently I think is Jane Goodall with man in a gorilla suit apparently. So we'll see if we get to Hans. He's kind of insane. I don't know if we need to get to Hans. He's pretty insane. What was it? I showed the Nathan thing there. Was there anything in particular that are you peeing in a bottle? I was eating my noodles, but I didn't think you guys wanted to see me slurping my cup of noodle. I haven't eaten a lot of dinner yet today, so I just was like. So that's why I blacked myself out. But Vlad, I don't know if you guys saw, I was up in Vlad's head. Here, that's kind of fun. Here, we'll bring Vlad up here. You can take a look at that. And like I said, I'm gonna shut down right when Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth are gonna get started because why would I dare compete against that powerhouse? But at the same time, that's a good cutoff point anyways. It'll be 2 hours. It'll be time to shut her down. If we can get that far. We're getting on the hour. I'm starting to already kind of run out of a little content. This was pretty quick. I kind of tossed this together. I was babysitting kids all day, so there's only so much I can get done at any given time here. But I do want to show you because I guess Vlad broke me somehow. Rad Vlad, that's what it is. Rad Vlad. I guess he broke me when I went black on him, so that reminded me. Thank you. I haven't even seen these. Okay, so one of these. Okay, Vlad had to check potty mouth with Brainy Beaver for saying the F word in front of his little girl. Oh God, I don't even care. Okay, next.
That's really true. It changes everything about the world we live in, not just the name.
Okay, I'm not showing you anything. Hold on. Let's bring it up. Fucking stupid. There you go. Oh, I found a whole new way of doing this now. That's way easier. That worked perfectly. That's awesome.
Of the world we live in, its physical properties, but it eliminates the illusion of that there's different governments and countries.
Mind if I post a link to the UK fraud investigation website? Which one are we talking about for? Bell was turned off without me. Oh yeah, hey, 121 people watching. turn your bells on. If you had them on and you flipped it on, go look. You might find it's off. They've turned like everybody's bells off for channels. So you're gonna find there's a lot of channels out there that have had bells turned off. And so if you do find yourself wanting to see when I'm streaming, when my videos come out, you got to flip that bell again because they've gone ahead and done that to us. Were you streaming live on stream? Demonic Davros, hey, Fohammer, Brainy Beaver, mind if I post a link? Nope, give her, buddy. I don't know what we're talking about there. Link to what? Brainy Beaver, good job on the stream, brother. Solo is hard. Streaks are done. You know, we got to get practice in here, everybody. So, you know, this is what we're doing right now. We're getting our practice in. This is how I learn. I'm getting better at setting up OBS. So OBS is its own beast, and it's good to get in there. If you guys don't know, if you're new here and you're watching, remember the Streamlabs bot is running, so you can get in on a heist, you can gamble. Be careful with your points because they do disappear, and there's enough people in the stream that it's hard for me to single out each person that runs out of points and give them some more points. So yeah, and it's just a fun thing. So you get low on points, you start gambling like you're low on points. That's how I do it. I think on Unirock's channel I have like 400 points. I had like 3,000 the other day, so you know, shit happens. What do you do? So what does it say? Vlad exposes one world system in Mexican space taco program. The space taco.
True. It changes everything about the world we live in, not just the nature of the world we live in, but its physical properties. But it eliminates the illusion of that there's different like governments and countries. It's like exposes the one world system because every nation has a space program. Even Mexico have a space program. They're thinking of setting up a taco stand that will orbit Earth.
See, that statement, I laughed. I didn't say anything about it at the time, but frankly, I mean, that's ridiculous. The statement is obviously fairly discriminatory because, I mean, he's basically making the statement that because it's Mexico, they shouldn't be able to have a space program. But I'll be honest with you, he doesn't, yeah, every country has space programs, but whether or not they actually put anything in orbit. See, this is the thing. He's assuming if there's a space program that they put things in orbit. Like Canada has a space program. We don't put things in orbit. Not yet. We're building our first launch pad because building rockets is becoming cheaper. You can 3D print rockets. I mean, what is it? Orbital Sciences has proven that you can build small orbital rockets that put smaller satellite payloads in orbit and stuff. So there is a lot more market for it now, right? But to like, you know, Mexico can have a space program. That doesn't mean that they have the same space program. It's just another example of non looking into things. Doesn't worry about, you know, why would you want to learn, right? There's no reason that you should ever find out more than what you basically already just barely know. And then what is this? He says something about breaking me. Brainy Beaver has a meltdown, then brain freezes. Apparently I melt down here, okay? So I haven't seen this. I mean, I was there, as you can see, but I don't remember this exact spot. So let's find out what a meltdown is.
100 years that you hope to live, how far do you actually think you will travel along one of these dusty arms that you're looking at in this galaxy that we're looking at right here? Like I don't think I travel at all on those dusty arms, but according to Vsauce, I will present to you that we move as much as he's saying. This is what you guys are saying.
That's such a shitty answer.
But that's a non-answer because you're just outing and saying, well, I mean, as much as he says. Well, okay, but that other image, which I can... Why is that a non-answer? Well, okay, because I can bring up that other image right there. We'll put it back. You'll get it in 10 seconds like you do. And the thing is, you're comparing two things that are completely different in scale. This image right here that you're looking at is showing a representation of our sun and us orbiting the sun in a huge...
Of course, he is watching on the same stream as you guys, so...
lifetime. So
I of course don't know exactly what he was looking at the exact moment there. In fact, that might have been the point where I forgot to bring the image up, but why am I looking at myself? This is terrifying, everybody. We're going to do something else. What is this? Why would they lie about the flat Earth? Why would they lie about the flat Earth 2? Why would they lie about the flat Earth 3? Why would they lie about the flat Earth 4? And he's dropped into insanity. Electromagnetism is fake. That's the entire way that the other half describes not having gravity. I don't even know where to go with that, everybody. What do I do with that? Where do you get maple syrup in space? From the trees I'm gonna grow. Gosh darn it. I don't have a ton more to show here. Let's see if we can Okay, let's do Hans. Does anybody want to do Hans? Gorilla people? Hey? Here, we'll see his evidence here.
See, it's just a suit.
Just a suit,
And
everybody.
This thing is a dude.
That's
They're
a dude.
all inverted. And that is a suit. It is a human in a fursuit. What do you think that the people, like, why are school mascots even a thing? It's just such a strange thing to dress up in this hot costume and dance around. It's probably a training ground for the trannies that are going to go be a fursuit actor. I know an FTM who loves to bring up, oh, my great-grandpa was an old Hollywood gorilla suit actor. Would bring it up to me. I wonder if they know the truth. I wonder if they know the secret.
That's so
that
crazy.
There is no such thing as gorillas. They're all actors. They're all people in fursuits. Then you can just see. That's just a fursuit. That's not a real animal. Something about it you can just tell. The nose is not wet.
Definitive. The nose isn't wet, guys. It's not real. It's not a real gorilla. Right there. That nose right there is dry. Jane Goodall. That's Jane, right? Does anybody know who that is? That's Jane Goodall, the monkey lover. She's kind of sexy when she was young.
I mean, there's just so many things. You just need to go look into it for yourself. They're people in fursuits. They have an animatronic face component, and I've done a lot of videos on it. These are the straight across knuckles of a male, and it looks like they're probably doing a 666 hand sign underneath. And you can see their watch. They almost always make it so that you can see their watch, at least a little bit.
You'd want to have a watch.
They're always wearing watches. Would you really want to wear a watch?
I've questioned whether or not this guy's actually even just a Poe. Because, like, it's crazy. But at the same time, his commitment to being... It can't be because, like, this is a completely different channel again. Like, look at Hans Wormhat. Because Conspiracies by Hans is gone. Oh, he's at 669 subscribers? That's too bad. I should have took a picture of him when he had 666 subscribers and then sent it to him. He'd have freaked right out. This guy is weird.
And be around a wild animal, allegedly. See no fear in the eyes. It's just they're taking a...
There was no fear in her eyes because that was the entire point of what she was doing. She was training them to be friendly and be her friend. Her entire thing was telling people, look, they're not scary. So if she was showing like, it wouldn't have worked for her point. The lack of education is just rife in these people.
Happy photograph. Wearing orange all the time. Looks like an orange backpack to me. The really little ones are midgets in fursuits. I've shown videos all the time of Vern Troyer in a gorilla suit. Bright orange turtleneck. Look at that jaw.
Look at that jaw. You just watch how he'll pick anything. He'll be like, her finger's got a kink in the center there. Like, oh, it looks like it has a knuckle.
And it's a fursuit. It's an actor in a fursuit. They love to talk on the phone because it's phony. That's what the phone means. They love to have these photos of people.
That's right. We're going to test with moose. We won't need any monkeys sending up. Canada's going to stuff a moose inside one of those things. We might need the heavy, though. I won't need a heavy. Regular Falcon could do it, but you wouldn't be sending up an orbital sciences rocket, that's for sure.
People on the phone while one of their hoaxes is happening.
Has he not been to a zoo? That gorilla's pissed. Oh my god, do you see that? Hold on. Do you mind? I am trying to have a moment with my woman. That's that look. Oh my god. It's like, I'm just gonna kill this guy. Anyways, transition away. Hold on, I'm miniaturizing it. Don't worry, guys. I'm putting her back. I'm gonna get that gorilla back on that screen right there. There you go. All right.
Can you tell it's a suit? I can tell it's a suit. We got the jack-o'-lantern in the background. Another phone image. It's phony.
Interesting image, that's for sure.
Doing the six.
Yeah, guys, put a 1 in the stream. No offense to the ladies. Put a 1 in the stream if you think Jane Goodall was a kind of a looker when she was young. Put a 2 if you think not. Everybody's got their own type. That's fair. No judging. I had an apprentice one time who would just like hit the window and watching girls go by, and I'd be like, "Did you see that, man?" And I'd be like, "What? Where?" Like, didn't even look at the same girls. Just complete opposites. It was just, I'd be like, wow, did you see that? Same thing. It'd just be the opposite thing. He'd just be like, just look right past them like they were glass. Yeah, Jane Goodall. Hey, I've never seen a lot of pictures of her when she was young. She's kind of a looker. She's kind of cute.
666 hand sign.
Ladies are allowed to get involved in this too. I'm not a judger. Besides, you got to be able to look deep within yourself and be like, that person's sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Hans here would be just appalled by that statement just now. You know, he's coming over here to, like, with all of his fake accounts, he's going to come and just leave thumbs downs. 1.2. Globus Schillis, I got you, buddy. I got you. I know what you mean. It's like, like, she's okay, you know? She was cute. Yeah, she was cute. I never said smoking. I never said hot. Never said the word smoke show. I just said cute. We've gotten way off target again, people.
Long monkey on.
I mean, when we got into a Hans video, we got off target. Let's admit this. We got to look at ourselves.
MTF and a huge jaw.
Acceptable, not overly
Magic
cute.
disappears when you know the truth.
See, but this is what I mean. Everybody's got their own thing going on. Globus Schillis, I knew exactly what your 1.2 meant. I was with you, buddy. I got you. Some people think that's sexy.
Would you let a wild animal get a hold of your camera, and would they be able to take a photo like this? Or are you just being fooled?
I mean, you're a wild animal that got a hold of a camera one day. So, I mean, it's not hard to believe.
Look, doesn't even look good. Coco doesn't even look good. Coco is a bad one. Looks dusty. Drinking.
It's fucking old. Have you ever had an old animal? They get kind of... This guy's never seen a hair club for men ad. Look, he looks like he's dusty, like he's all white and stuff. I mean, what's happening? Do people's hair change color as they age? Oh my God. Is that going to happen to me?
Something that looks kind of orange. It's kind of brown.
It's called a drink. It's fucking probably juice. Maybe like mango.
Brown orange, I guess.
No, that's the... Oh my God.
Playing the guitar with those rubber fingers. Okay, a small kitten.
I'm just reading a comment there. I don't understand at all. That one wooden toad. I don't know if I get your comment fully, but either way.
Here's just a story from my life that shows that this is a bunch of BS. One time, for whatever reason, I think we got a new kitten.
Lithgow? Brainy Beaver, I was a little bit surprised by your face reveal. I never expected you to look so much like a young version of John Lithgow, who had fallen on hard times. Hold on. Now we gotta look up young John Lithgow. This is something that's gotta be done here. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on, we gotta find a young John Lithgow. I don't know. I don't see it as much. Oh God, there's John Lithgow as a woman. That's an appalling photo. Here, we can all get on this one here. Here you go. We'll bring it over here so you can. I just gotta move the window over so you can see her. Oh yeah, there you go. What a pretty girl he made. That's frightening, isn't it? A little bit. I don't find a young John. He's not very young. And he's always been old. He's one of these guys that's always been old. Like, you can't even find a young... Oh, here we go. Younger. I don't know. Now we're getting scary. What is this from? Oh my God, what is this? What movie is this from even? Harry and the Hendersons? I don't know. We're out of there. Anyway, that's funny.
And we're going over to show it to our neighbors.
F, Mary, Kill. Oh, I see.
I don't know why. But and my dad was holding the kitten, and we went over there, and when we opened the door, the neighbors had a dog, and the dog kind of ran up to the door. That kitten freaked out, and it just put all of its claws out and just went like straight through my dad's nail even. And
for the record, that is not the face of a kitten that looks secure. Just so you know. Like, he's trying to make this claim that, like, this cat should be terrified, and meanwhile, like, you can see the cat looking at him like, holy shit. Like, right there. Like, so any claim that that cat is not terrified, I mean, I beg to differ. That cat does not look thrilled with the situation it's managed to get itself into. Again, what they see and reality, they're just so different. Don't worry, we'll have other Flat Earth stuff the next time. I'll dig up some juicy stuff for you. I was babysitting all day. I didn't have any time.
Yeah, the kitten freaked out, and we just went home. That's how kittens react to animals. If you take a kitten and you put it with a smelly gorilla, there is 0% chance.
Whoa, you didn't even say a G there, sir. Let's do that again. Smelly gorilla.
That's how kittens react to animals. If you take a kitten and you put it with a smelly gorilla, there is a smelly gorilla.
All right, there's more G there than I thought.
There is 0% chance that something like this would happen. It's just a fursuit. It's a person in a fursuit.
It probably wasn't Harry and Henderson. I think they were listing movies.
The secret. It loses its magic when you know the secret. It's like a magician's trick. When you know the secret to the trick, it's not impressive anymore.
Coco's Kitten? He was actually reading Coco's Kitten. Look at. That's actually funny. He's like, that's my kitty.
Look how bad this one is. Some of the images, you can just tell. This is an image where you can just tell. That's a person in a suit. If gorillas were real, they wouldn't have to make fake ones. And they look bad. The farther you go back, the worse they look. I can't believe that I used to believe in this Coco stuff. It's really bad. They got the orange blanket in the top right.
That's a funny picture of a gorilla too, actually. That's funny.
And it's only going to get worse from here. Gorillas are showing signs.
He talks up here about he mentions platypuses. I get very offended up here. You'll see.
It's a huge satanic deception to try to get you to think that you're an evolved monkey. You are not an evolved monkey. Evolution is not true. Fake animals like the platypus.
How dare you, sir? Oh, wait, the platypus. I'm not a platypus. Unless at night I can be. I can be whatever you want, baby. I can be platypus. I can be a beaver. I can be anything. Anyways, that's enough of that. There's got to be at least one more thing we can poke our eye at. This is, okay, galactic images are fake and gay.
Ever since you're a child. And then when you get older, the planet should be a trigger word once you know that all of that NASA outer space fantasyland stuff is BS. That's why they show you a bunch of cartoons ever since you're a child. And then when you get older, they just show you these things, photoshopped images, and they pretend it's real.
I got Graham Price saying, have you found a beaver for your avatar yet, or are you still using a terrifying bear? Well, I'm not using the terrifying anything. I'm using my terrifying face. So, if you don't like it, then I guess you've got problems now.
Real, but
I'm just
not really. If you go and so I just saw this on Reddit earlier today, and it just said who it was. galactikimages.com. So I just went there and started looking around. They have their clues there. It's just that they know that 99% of people are just going to accept it and move on. Oh, wow, what a stunning image. And then move on with their day. Nobody's going to look into this. But if you know what to look for, and if you're aware of, I don't know, the deception, because it's the kind of thing where everybody knows that
this guy's insane. If you've never seen his stuff, he's absolutely crazy. Everything is a conspiracy. Everyone's lying to you. Nothing's real. All animals are fake. Like, it's like power plants aren't real. That There's the populations. There's not as many people as they say there is on the planet. They lie. Airplanes are fueled with compressed air. I mean, like, it's just like it's never ending actually with him. And like, IEDs are fake. All the soldiers that have been injured from them at war are all liars. That one made me want to burn his house to the ground, I'll be honest with you, because I got very annoyed with him about that one. I left a comment that I said, I genuinely hope your family dies in a car accident. Because I was very annoyed by the comment. I thought, you know what, there's people out there that have, like, you know, struggle in their day-to-day lives. You know, they fought for his freedom and my freedom and things like that. And to come along and make a comment like they don't matter. It's just, that's terrifying. It's as bad as the Challenger comment and stuff. Here, he brings up the definition of fake and gay, because apparently that's something that's important. But he doesn't bring up the real definition of that. He brings up apparently the Urban Dictionary definition of fake and gay, because that is how he defines it, I suppose. So that's its own problem. But anyways, we're way off flat Earth. We could probably take a quick look and see if there's anything additional, but I think that I am starting to run out of a bit of content for my short stream here, which is fine, because we've gone for an hour and 20 minutes. But we'll take one more little poke at the machine here. I'm going to get that off the screen because YouTube probably doesn't like that. And so just bear with me one more second here, and we'll find something. What I'll do is I'll put some... Here, you can see one of my cool transitions here. Hold on. See if I can... I didn't load that one. Okay, hold on. Cancel. No. Sure you want to remove? No, I don't. Here, I'll show you one of my cool transitions while I grab something for you here. Watch scene 2. Gonna add media source. Streaming resources. Be right back screens. And then here, you'll like this. It's kind of fun here. I'll make sure it's not blowing your ears out. Here, try this. Boom! That's how it's supposed to work, except be less aggressive in the future. Anyways, so here we are. And I brought you a Daniel Pratt video. Because why not? I'll better start... I might grab a different one, though. But we're going to do Daniel Pratt real quick, because he's been saying stupid stuff, as usual. I'm bigger than Daniel Pratt now. Haha, Daniel Pratt. Oh, he was standing up for that guy the other day, too, eh? Right here. Right here, he was doing a that guy video. So he was in defense of that guy. I don't know where the hell my stream windows have gone. Oh my god, I've lost you all. Okay, hold on, guys. I just gotta find the right window here. There we go. My stream window. We're below 100. Tragedy ensues. Okay, we're gonna be by the hour. We're gonna be closing this up. So make sure if you want comments, stuff like that, you want to get to me, make sure you get it. Oh, what is that? $4.99, Robert Williams. Thank you very much, sir. Let's read that comment. It's going to come up on my chat thing here in just a second because I'm in your future. Compressor air power is totally real. Just ask Nathan Thompson. He made one. That's why he needs to beg for gas money to get to FEIC. Did he claim to make one of those? Honestly, Robert Williams, is that true? He claimed to actually have made one of those? Sitting porcupine, I love you, brainy beaver. Oh, that's so nice. Are you a lady? Because if you're a lady, I'll tell my wife. I like making her jealous. You know what? I'll tell my wife anyways. It doesn't matter. I'll say the men really like me. You'd be surprised, babe. I did have somebody in the comments tell me that they thought I was good looking. He said yes. I'm. He put homo. I guess I don't know if it was a language barrier, like because it seemed like a broken English thing. I was like, well, that was an odd way to state yourself, but I typically wouldn't have said that kind of word like that. But at Brave Beer, what do you think about Don Cherry getting fired? I think that Don Cherry has been asking for it for years, and that he's lucky he didn't get fired years ago. I like Don Cherry, but he's old school and needs to learn to shut his damn mouth sometimes, I think. He may or may not be right, whatever. How would you know? I didn't buy a poppy. So he can piss fit about, say, immigrants don't buy pop. Well, I didn't buy one this year either. I was busy. I was sitting at the bin, the poppies. I didn't have any change in my pocket. I never got around to buying one. So then for him to come around and say, immigrants don't buy poppies, it's pretty arrogant. I mean, there's lots of people that don't buy poppies. Just to point at them and say they don't buy poppies. And also to say that I don't have any respect for the people that served for me because I didn't buy a poppy this year is garbage. So I love it when you all get passionate. When I get passionate, my A's come out so much. Fair enough. But truth be told, he's a public figure, and it's just like me. I have to be, I even just the other day when I was talking on here about getting a scam call, I did like a very brief impression of like an East Indian scammer. And really, afterwards, my wife was like, and I'm like, yeah, maybe not. Because I don't see myself as a Don Cherry, but I am now on a public platform where I'm talking to people in a public setting. And let's face it, I can't just say what I want. I mean, I can, but I have to be ready for the repercussions that come along with it if I do. So you don't live in a bubble. And Cherry should know that. He's been doing it for years. He's been doing it way longer than I ever have. I mean, what it is he has a platform and he was feeling pretty happy about himself. Probably thought he'd never get fired. Yes, Rider of Dinosaur, I saw your message. I mentioned this earlier. I will get back to you, but I don't know where I want to be, man. I don't know. There was so much peeing on stream, and then people have stolen gear from people. It's just, what do I do? Who do I make happy? Plus I'm Fight's friend, and he said I'd be dead to him if I voted for JM. He was joking, but he said you're dead to me. It's like, I don't know. It might be JM. You're dead to me. He was in text. He was in DMs. He's like, fucking. That's funny. Ride of Dinosaur. I'm gonna get back to you. I honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Tell me when you need me to decide by, and I can commit or not commit by then. But I tell you what, it's going for me. I like the idea of Kyle winning, but for me, I don't. I mean, Kyle's like a shoo-in is the problem. It's like he's a ringer now. I mean, is it really even fair that Kyle be in the competition? I feel like Kyle gets his own award. Like Kyle gets the Kyle Curtis Award for absolutely distinguished efforts in the department of dumb fuckery. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like he has to have like you know what we should do? Actually, this would work. What we should do is he should get he has the title right now, and it's going to be called the Kyle Curtis Award. And then what we should do is in a few years, we should once we get 5, we should have like a tournament or maybe 4. We could do like a round robin style tournament between yes, you'd have to have 5, wouldn't you? I don't know how to set up round robins, but anybody who knows how to set up a tournament, I don't think Criminal Act should be in the running for D. Yeah, but doesn't that kind of make JM out of the running then too? AT2, does that not take JM out? Because I mean, I would argue we don't even know which way the Criminal Acts went with JM now. It's kind of in the open. That's what I said. Oh yeah, fair enough. I see you. What, Wooden Toad? Wooden Toad? How do I say that? Is it Wooden Toad? Because you didn't spell wood right. I think you know this. But yeah, I agree. Criminal Act shouldn't be in the running, but at the same time, I think that takes JM out. And it really only leaves Anthony Riley because peeing is not a criminal act. Now, if he showed us his wiener, it might have been. YouTube would have dealt with him before that anyways, but that's not the point. Anthony Riley now, see, based on that criteria, I almost have to default to Anthony Riley. Everybody tell Team Skeptic it's out. Criminal acts aren't allowed. I'm just joking. Team Skeptic's like, that's it. He's gonna come over here with come over here with a torch. Like, no. I said something to him. I said, when Anthony was caught streaming, I said, it might be done. I said, Anthony was caught streaming. He goes, oh no. He goes, JM is winning dumb fuck of the year. It's just, Kyle isn't really DFOTY. He's more like scumbag thief of the year. Oh, that's a good point. Okay. I like this. I like the way you're thinking, okay? I like the way you're thinking. Mark Beiser, Brainy Beaver, JM wasn't nominated for the potential criminal act. Okay, for what? I fucked that right up. It moved on me. JM wasn't nominated for what the potential criminal act is or was. That's fair. So you're right. That's a good distinction because JM wasn't nominated because of what he did that was criminal. He was nominated just because he is him. Whereas the actual act, Kyle's act is what gets him on the nomination. Yeah, that's fair. I can get behind this. We should really get together with Red. We need to sit down. We need to print out a whole set of rules because this is unprecedented. We've never had a year where we had such a stiff competition for the top of this. And I'll be honest, I was never involved in this competition before, so I don't actually know what I'm talking about. But since we're talking about flat Earth, I figured I would just make shit up, and here we are. I don't think it's ever been this tight. 82 probably would remember better than me. You tell me if it's ever been this stiff of a competition, but I doubt it. I think that this is like a unicorn and a mermaid cross paths on the same event here, as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's we got Bigfoot in the background. You got Nessie's poking her head out in the corner. This is like a once in a lifetime. I think we're never gonna have 3 of these people heading off. I'm seeing if AT2 agrees here. If you're still there, AT2, tell me if you agree in the comments. And anybody who's still watching, oh my goodness, that's a screenshot. I have 102 likes and 102 viewers, and it already changed to 100, so I'm glad I got my screenshot. So if you haven't hit like already and you're one of those 100 viewers that I can see on my screen here that are still watching, please go ahead and that like before we end this stream. I'll be shutting her down in probably 15-20 minutes. That way I give you guys a little bit of time to take a break before Fight the Flat Earth and that gets started. Whatnot. My computer's telling me I'm running out of disk space, which I'm not downloading anything right now. Don't you dare exit. Did I hit exit? Is it still running? The window moved out of my way and I highlighted exit on OBS, which would have been just not the great thing to do. Apparently I'm running out of hard drive space, everybody. What in the world happened? I'm not downloading right now. Apparently I'm really low on well, anyways, I don't, is that going down? Like, let's hit refresh and see if it's just... So that's really messed up. Why am I losing data? I mean, at this rate, I have to shut this stream down in a few minutes because apparently I'm leaking data somewhere, somehow. Like, my C drive is literally filling up. What in the world? This is very unusual, everybody. This might shut down in a rapid hurry here, because if that keeps going the way it's going right now, I just won't even have any memory left. But I just don't know where it would all go like that. Oh my god, I shut down a window and it went up. Okay, that's fucked up. Okay, so maybe you people can tell me this. Use Space Sniffer. No, I'm not recording the stream. And check your system resources. That was really weird. I closed down one of my Chrome windows, and it literally freed up 4 gigabytes. But I mean, I had way more than that. Like what? There's apparently a leak in my Chrome. All of these windows are actually eating up memory. See, you know what it is? I bet you it's page file. I bet you I've used all of my RAM and I'm page filing. That's weird. Anyways, whatever. We got enough for now. We're good to go. We'll finish this up. We're gonna watch a little bit. We're gonna pick a Dan Pratt here, and then we're gonna finish up on that, and then I'll dick around with my computer and its limited resources. I think you have malware. Shut down your computer right now. It'll be fine. I doubt I have malware. I scan it all the time. I only watch a relentless amount of porn. It'll be okay. Beavers are lewd. Can't stay long, gotta run. Thank you, Quessa. That's very, very nice of you. 5,000, I believe we've determined that's South Korean won. So, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's pick a video before we get too bored here. The Earth. If flat Earth is dangerous, then Popeye's chickens is the what? Is the devil? Jesus. He's so nuts. There was one I watched recently where he was just being real crazy. Flat Earth food drive update. That's his food drive where he gets food for his family. We'll pick one. He's always crazy. You can just pick any video.
Someone just asked, why do you think, why are they constantly tweaking time, messing with time?
See, it's funny. You got Rider of Dinosaur here saying use Firefox instead, and then like originally the reason we got on Chrome is because people really use Chrome instead. But then you've always got the old Firefox versus Chrome argument. Chrome. Okay, here's the problem with Firefox. I have Google in my entire house, and I can send any piece of footage from any computer to any TV in my entire house and everything. And I don't know if I can do that from Firefox because Chrome is Chrome. Leaking on a live stream sounds familiar. Well, yeah, fair enough, right? Let me just check that one more time and see if I'm still like... Yeah, there's like a memory leak somewhere in the data, like of all these windows I have open, I guess. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll close that one. I had the live stream, that other live stream in the background. Maybe that was doing it. Oh, you know what? I might do it if you have, let's see here. No, it's weird. I'll have to figure out where it's going afterwards.
There's a few different answers, but I think it all stems back to the Book of Enoch.
No, but like Rider Dinosaur, this is weird though because like I had that solid state drive is small, but I had 30 something gigabytes on it like before I started the stream. Now I have 4. In fact, I was down to 600 megabytes there when I deleted one of the windows. So I have a suspicion that one of these windows, like probably the one that has this stream and everything in it, is probably eating up a lot of data. But that isn't a copious amount of data.
In which it tells us a year shall be 364 days, not 365. So they have an entire day they have to play with. I believe it stems all back to the heliocentric model. Time must be tweaked to add a day in order to keep that illusion alive.
Is he talking about... I must have missed something here.
Stems back to messing with time. Why are they constantly tweaking time, messing with time? There's a few different answers, but I think it all stems back to the...
When is he talking about changing time, though, and moving days? Is he talking about the time shift, or is he talking about leap years?
In order to keep that illusion alive.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Maybe there's a system update coming in the background. Quit Skype. I don't want to be signed into that. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe there's a system update coming in. Either way, we just got to finish it up. I'll be done in a second. I can look at it afterwards.
Feel with the Masonic Luciferian powers and principalities that we know rule this dark world, and the hidden principalities above them, know the importance of keeping people worshiping the false idol that is the globe and the heliocentric model.
I have something globalist just like that. It's like a tree span. It's like a tree. Yeah, it just breaks everything down into like bar graphs, and you can be like, that's how I discovered that ARC uses 100 gigabytes of data, which was half of my solid state hard drive. So I moved it to a different hard drive. It's like more than 100. It's like 130 gigabytes or something. It's like half of my one solid state drive.
Model. So they will do anything to keep that illusion alive, including tweaking time. Now, why exactly they went from 365 days, I guarantee you there's tons of videos with different opinions about why they did that out there. It could be as simple as rebellion. Making a year not what it's supposed to be, but adding a day. And the constant tweaking could be as simple as making their helio nonsense work. The illusion, keeping their false idol alive. And I believe
But if you're gonna make a claim like this, don't you need to like have some sort of point to make? Like, I don't know. Like, okay, so Dan, I'll bite. What are you saying, even though, like you got to make a. You just okay. So we change the time to keep our dream alive. Why?
once again, it's no coincidence, just like the Albert Pike letter. The letter that describes the World War III we are.
Brat sounds better at 1.75. That's a good point. I always forget that, guys. Sorry. Here, at least 1.5.
Currently in. Where Zionists, Muslims, and Christians are going at each other. And atheists. Hello, Flat Earth. To the point of exhaustion. That's where we're headed. It's not going to get any better. Only crazier. And I contend this year is going to be a fun one.
Is he talking about 2019 or 2020? Because he must be talking to 2020 now. Because 2019's been a fun one. That's for sure.
So there's a reason the Book of Enoch is kept from the Bible and suppressed and constantly made to be questioned, brought into question. I believe that is because it tells you
drugs are bad, okay?
Exactly how
drugs
this
are bad.
world works. It addresses seasons. It addresses a 364-day year. That all, from what we know now since studying Flat Earth, make way more sense than the Helio model. If you would like verification of it, find an honest Mason and ask them, does the sun rise in the east or does the sun appear?
Now, as I was saying, drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad by doing drugs, okay? That'd be bad.
From the Eastern Gate. And you'll have your answer. Have a great day.
Boom. Drugs are bad. We could probably, it's already, we're 22 and 98. You guys probably want to take a little bit of a break before you go right into your next stream. Not that you have to do anything physical to do that or anything like that, but still probably nice for everybody. We could just address a few of the comments. We'll maybe just talk for another minute here, and then I'll start yelling my beaver way out of here, if you will. Let me expand this. I did that wrong. Yeah, and I got to hit transition. Remember to hit transition. Otherwise, you're just looking at all of that. All right. There we go. So, yeah. So that was fun. There wasn't a... I looked around, like I said, I had limited time, and I looked around for some Flat Earth stuff. I know that Unirock, if you haven't seen his stuff, he did a really good job last night. Him and team were on for a while, and they did a great breakdown of all the different stuff. We didn't cover it today really here, but if you haven't seen it, Nathan Thompson is a giant girl baby. And because, again, Uni and team covered it really well. Go watch Uni's stream for that. Basically, Thompson would... he throughout the one night anyways, or both days, he literally would just go up and start crap with somebody. Other than George was the only person, because he's an older man probably, George was the only person that he got right up in his face because he felt pretty tough about himself. He didn't do that with anybody else who was, because everybody, from what Team Skeptic tells us, everybody's bigger than Nathan Thompson. He said he gave him a little pat on the chest or whatever, and he thinks he might have broken a bone or something. But basically, I guess I lost my train of thought there. I guess you could see the footage for yourself. He would run and he would get somebody and he would come up and he'd be like, yeah, from behind. Bella, thank you very much, Bella. 5 more New Zealand dollars. You're crazy. Good stream. Keep up the good work. I really appreciate it, Bella. I really appreciate everything you guys toss at me. But yeah, you could just see Nathan in the back. And it was because he was scared. And the thing that's funny is you could tell he was really hoping somebody would get in a fight for him, because Nathan didn't want to fight, but he wants somebody else to fight. And then that way, like, even the Flat Earth Fokker thing, I guarantee he was like, Fokker, you should fight him. You should fight him, man. Fight him, because he's not going to be the one who gets in trouble or his ass kicked. Because Nathan's a pretty small guy. I have a pretty good feeling that M. Stone, unless he was getting gang beaten, which probably would have happened too. That's a different problem. But he probably would have been able to hold his own against little Nathan there. Fokker's kind of a scary looking dude, just because he looks like he's got nothing to lose. So fair enough, right? Nathan needed protection to even pass Team Skeptic. No, I saw that. Don't worry. I was helping my wife. Well, it's our business for some beekeeping stuff. So I was doing lip balms and making candles and stuff all night last night. So I was listening to Uni pretty much the entire time. And yeah, I saw that. And you could see, that's the one I'm talking about. You could see Nathan way at the back, he's two people back. He's sitting there recording. Like, meanwhile, he's the one that went and got people and everything. And then even the guy who I guess yelled at Benjamin Owen, or Owen Benjamin, that was backwards. Yep. They followed him out there, and then same thing. He's like one guy back, like, yeah, man, yeah. Like he's just right behind the other guy that's holding him, like kind of thing, like getting up in his face. And then there's Nathan holding up his own behind, like, yeah, you get him, buddy, you get him. Like, it's just, but don't worry, he doesn't have dairy, guys. That's gross. He doesn't have milk from a cow. We should. I wish I had that right now. Where is it? We could end it on that beautiful piece of Nathan eating that. He's all thin. He's skinned right out. You can almost see his knee bone, like the knuckles of his knees. So, anyways, any last comments? I got, let's see, we got Chucky McNibble, Brainy Beaver. Before I go, what's the latest goss on Antonio Subrats? I heard he got into major trouble. I don't know where I put it now. I may have something that I had been meaning to whip out on a stream, and I kind of forgot to until you said that. But there is a article out there where somebody sat down with Patricia Steer, and they went over the whole Antonio Subrats, and like, it is long, boy. Like, I was able to take there's a button on my mouse to make the scroll wheel just freewheel, and I was able to just unclick that baby and just spin the wheel and let those pages fly. But out of coincidence, I managed to just stop at the right spot, and I was like, oh, that's starts with an R and ends with an AP kind of sound. I don't really want to say that word on here, because YouTube will probably definitely yellow me, which it probably already has. But that is definitely, it has an ape sound. It starts with an R, and it definitely, if it goes exactly like, and I was going to cover that on one of these streams, but if it goes exactly the way that she's written it, then I don't know why he hasn't been arrested. So we'll just leave it at that for now, since we are kind of at the end of the stream, but I'll leave you with that little piece of tidbit. But I have that article. I have the entire article. In fact, I saved it in PDF form just in case it suddenly vanished from the internet too, so that I have it. And yeah, she does a very vivid breakdown of the night everything went terrible. So, I mean, it's not like detailed to the point, but at the same time, you get a pretty good description of how things were going when that all went down. So, it's not good for him. Let's put it this way. If this was, of course, how do you prove anything? If that's one person on another person. It's always the problem with those situations, right? But if this was something that was like, if you were able to corroborate this in some sort of way, I mean, this would be a cut and dry kind of situation where it'd be like, well, I believe. I mean, to put it bluntly, she says right in the thing that she said no, and that he was fully aware of what she was saying. So, I mean, once you go beyond that, and then, like, without even getting into it, he basically tells her he's not stopping. So, anyways, that's a terrible way to end the stream. So let's do something. Let's just have a little bit more fun for 10 seconds. Hold on. We got to do this. We got to do this then. We can't end the stream like that, guys. It's just not allowed, Where did I even put the... There it is, Flatty 1, Flatty 2. Here.
Broken bones in this. Prison guards won't check your who would have been address. 1,000 names in the address roll. Still seals.
Think Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself? Well, you're wrong. He killed himself, people, and that's a fact. It's what we're told to believe, so you should believe it. New York State officials.
Oh yeah, I'm on fast. I'm like, why does he sound so unusual?
Officials ruled his death a suicide by hanging. Now, I'll prove to you why we can definitely trust them, but first consider this.
Oh, I remember what I was going to show you guys a little bit of. Hold on. We're going to... What time is it? 6:48? Okay, hold on. This is what we're going to do. Hold on. I got this. Hold on. I got to show you a little bit of my video. Because, you know, it's not approved yet. So, why not, I guess. Let's show you guys a little tidbit of what's not approved. You guys want to see somebody get tased? Everyone want to see somebody get tased? That's a fun way to end the stream, right? Let's just watch the taser part. Well, hold on. This and then the taser.
It comes into
here.
To the jail?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do it personally, or do you have some like other guys that do that?
If I arrest somebody, yes, I essentially take them to jail.
Okay, I'm not an officer, so I don't know, but like, is it standard to like grab on people's testicles and stuff? I'm just asking.
You have a good day, sir.
Oh, that is disgusting! Oh my god! Oh, can you imagine if two dudes did that? Oh my god, that'd be even worse. I mean, like, would that even exist? I mean, like, where would you even find that? Let's type it in and see what comes up.
Where do you even find that? Here, it's the guy getting tased though. Let's watch a guy get tased, everybody.
About your case today.
Prove jurisdiction to me.
I don't have to prove jurisdiction to you. All right. I'm going to prove jurisdiction to you right now. I'm going to ask the deputy to go ahead and take you into custody.
Under what charges?
You are disrupting my...
This secret lab is the best chair I've ever owned in my entire life, and I would make babies in it, and I would do everything in this chair if I could, just so you know, Mr. Unite. I don't think anybody, you pay a lot of money for them. I've never paid this much for a chair in my life, but I've also never had this amount of like comfort in a chair in my entire life.
Court. I don't know where these people are.
About cameras, sir.
All right. Well, why are you worried about cameras? Because you want to do something wrong? Because you want to do something wrong? Because if it's against the rules, that means it's because somebody intends on wronging somebody else. Because they're afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
It's a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Well, I mean, I don't have to go in because you can't even
get
issue a warrant for me.
Might as well leave.
Well, no, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to speak with the prosecutor.
You can go in there without the camera.
Well,
don't worry, you're going in, buddy.
Step aside. I'm going in.
No, you're not going in.
Don't touch me.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me.
Step back.
And you're using...
What Thor here just sorted out is that he doesn't... Oh, one more time, eh? Let's do it.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me.
Step back.
And you're using...
He didn't give him very long whole line. He's just pissed. He's like, fuck off.
Step back.
And you're using...
Oh, I want you to see this. This is a bad day, watch.
You're using...
Oh, you can see the electricity fill the lines, guys. Look, watch.
Step back. And you're using...
It's so funny to me. That's what they get. Anyways, we'll turn that off here. All right. Okay, well, on that note, it's only 8 minutes to the hour. I know Fight the Flat Earth and that are going to be starting right away. Rider of Dinosaurs, I did... what's this? Blah, blah, blah. Sound button. Okay, here, we'll do it. We'll do the sound button here.
Blah, 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 blah. 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 Oh, which one's this one? Hold on. Oh, there's another one. Hold on, put one in each screen. We're gonna get.
Shelly's been fabulous.
Blah, 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 blah.
Shelly's been fabulous.
That's so much. All right. Well, anybody has any last things to say? We're gonna let him blah 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 us out. Damn, that was beautiful, Brady Beaver. Thanks for showing us that clip. No, I'm glad you guys like it. Thanks for sticking around. Mr. Andrew, thanks for the stream. I enjoy hanging out with a fellow Canuck. I appreciate you guys coming by. For the most part, I had 100 of you in here for the most of it, and I even went as high as it'll tell me here. I went as high as something. Peak? Playbacks? Chat rate? Nope, none of that's the information I want. Well, whatever. I went as high as 100 and something. That was pretty cool for me. So I do appreciate everybody coming by. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and check your bells. If you've hit the bell for me, you got to check the bells because you might find yourself have been unticked. Yeah, so on that note, update the chat stream here. Thank you for showing us that clip. Nope, I already saw that. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, perfect. So it's time for blah, 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 and then yelling Beaver. So on that note, everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you all for the live chats, or the super chats, and just hanging out and just being awesome, as always. So thank you very much. Have a good night, guys.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
That's awesome.